Ba-ba-dow-bow. Oh, that was weak. Ba-dow-bow-ba-dow-bow. Just sounds weak anyway. As at the time I fucking record this, the fucking election is so close. Could go either way. It's pretty much down in Nevada and Michigan and Georgia. I expect Georgia to go fucking red. So I don't really have that on my mind. Michigan, what the fuck? I got a lot of friends in Michigan that are like, what the fuck? Like, how the fuck is this a thing? Like, they're like freaking out. Like, how the fuck are we red? But I'm in Arizona and we are blue. We went firmly blue. Which shocks the fuck out of me. LOL. Arizona's electorals are going to Biden. LOL. The racist rapists I didn't expect to win. Well, I expect to lose. We'll see. I don't know, man. It's fucked up. I really wanted one side to win big. Trump, Biden, I don't give a fuck. I wanted one side to be like a sweep, a hard sweep. Like, if Trump was going to win, I want him to take the majority of the northern states too. If Biden was going to win, I want him to take some southern states. Neither one of those things is going to happen. That's fine. We'll probably find out today. Get a better picture while they count more shit. Stressful. I just don't want to listen to Trump for 4 more years. He's so fucking annoying. I'd rather listen to GW. Can we put GW back in? Can he take over for Trump for 4 years? He was much less goddamn annoying. So much less fucking annoying. I'm gonna order fast food again while recording a video. Because I'm an idiot, and that's what I do. I do idiot stuff.
Hi there, I'll be with you in just a second.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay.
So exciting. Oh yeah. So anyway, I decided to pause the video there, obviously, because that took forever. Like, suddenly the sun's mostly up. What the fuck? Well, it's not mostly up, but, you know. I see, and another thing I was hoping for this election, I hear so much about this so-called silent majority. The silent majority. There's a silent majority now. Trump has won over like 3/4 of the, I heard that number. 3/4 of the country. That's what I heard. Trump has won over 3/4 of the country. I mean, even, no matter how you distribute that, the electorals should have been a washout. I mean, realistically, it should have been, like I said, the majority, a lot of the northern states. As classically north-south back in the Civil War era, those northern states, not like the whole north half. I don't know, man. Once again, I don't really care who wins, because I'm not a fan of either one of those motherfuckers. That's not very accurate. I hate both of those motherfuckers. Like, if I had 3 choices, there's 3 chairs in front of me. Trump sitting in one, Biden sitting in one, and not even an awesome, like a grilled cheese sandwich. I was gonna say like a fucking big ass sub. Not even that. A grilled cheese sandwich. And I push a button and I get one. I get to save one, and the other 2 things falls into a 1,000-meter deep pit, which would probably be right into lava or something. But dude, I would take the sandwich. I'm like, bye faggots, you 2 are dead. I'm gonna have a terrible. It could be burned. It could be a burned grilled cheese sandwich, and I would take that shit over those motherfuckers. I would eat it too. I wouldn't even eat it. I'd just throw it away. Honestly, I'd throw it away. I'd still rather take that sandwich and throw it in the trash. That's like murdering then, isn't it? Instead of making a choice to actually eat it. That's okay. Then I murder them. That's fine. I think they're terrible, fuckheads, shitty people. Shitty people. The DNC rigged their fucking primaries. Everybody fucking knows it, except for maybe 1 million Democrats. The rest of the country fucking knows it. And 1 million is a drop in the bucket out of 350 million. And I think that's being generous. I think it was probably less than 1 million people don't think that was rigged. I would hope. But you can't rig the general like that. So you probably shouldn't. Like, I saw that post this morning, and it's been in my head. Don't rig the fucking primary if you can't rig the general. Let the people fucking vote. Biden is so horrible. I remember when he ran, I'm like, really? Obama's insurance against getting removed is running for president? That's not a very smart move. And the right, the people on the right, they're like, he's been in the office for what, 43 years, I think I saw. A long time, longer than I've been alive, I know that. And what's he done that's notable? Positive. What are the positive things he's done that's notable? I've heard people say Obamacare. He didn't have shit to do with that. He was the vice president. He didn't sign it. When he was in office, he was never. I've never seen any mention of him working on the shit. Hillary had more to do with that than Biden, because she was involved. Oh, excuse me. God damn. She was involved in some of the substructure of it. And Obamacare was a piece of shit anyway. And I'm a fucking progressive, and I'm saying that because it was a fucking... All Obamacare was a big fucking funnel that forces everyone into the insurance scam. And it was still a scam. they act like they fixed insurance and made it so they can't screw you over so hard, but they sure did not fix. They did not fix insurance. It's still bullshit. There's still fucking countless people go to file a fucking claim and then they get dropped. That's still a thing that happens because they're supposedly stop that, but you know how lawyers are, like, oh, we'll find a way out of this shit. So they still do their all their shady shit they did before, they're still doing, and now they're charging more. And it was mandated for a long time anyway. I'm not sure if it's even still there. I've always had insurance. I'm lucky. I mean, as far as I've luckily had insurance that isn't bottom tier terrible. I still don't want to use it because it's goddamn expensive anyway. But a little better than not having it. I'll give it that. But then there's that fee that was there for a while, where if you didn't have it, you had to pay a fee because it's forcing you into it. And they say that the reason it's so expensive is because so many people don't pay, blah, 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 blah. Problem with that is I know people that work in the finance departments and they don't give a fuck. They're fine with the people that don't pay, because the majority fucking do. And then the ones that don't, they get tax write-offs and they sell it to the collections. So they get a write-off and they sell it to collections. So they pay fucking shit all in taxes. And yes, they pay taxes because it's a fucking for-profit. Healthcare is for-profit. It's a business. That's why they don't care shit. And if anyone does watch this, hopefully you know that by now. That's pretty obvious. It's out there. It's not a secret. That's why people hate, quote, big pharma, unquote. Because they buy patents for shit that's cures, and they fucking shelve it, and they don't fucking allow it to go out. Just like big oil does the same shit. They've got a lot of fucking patents for stuff, and they fucking just keep it. That's a conspiracy theory, though. That's a conspiracy theory. That's not real. It's funny, all these people, oh man, look at this. I got this fucking badass technology. I'm going to patent it. Oh, there's already a patent for it. Well, what's that about? How's how's nobody know about that? And then you look into it and, oh, this not only is it patented, but it was patented in the fucking early 1900s. Like, dude, really? For real? People have known about this shit? Somebody knew about this? And it's not being used. Electric cars were a thing in the early 1900s, even though they didn't have the battery capacity, what the fuck. But they were still starting to go towards it, and they were using electricity for local transit in cities. In Council Bluffs in 1918, I think, they had trains that were running on electricity, and they just shut that shit down because they wanted buses. It was shut down by like 1928, 1930, something like that. I only learned that because there was what's it called? The train tracks. I saw train tracks when they were tearing it up. They were tearing up the street, and there were train tracks, or the rails, whatever. Rails? Is that the same thing? Train tracks, rails? That's the same thing. Fuck off. My brain's like, oh, it's not even. This is totally different. Like, no, it's not. Whatever. Anyway, so I looked into it. Why the fuck are there train tracks under the street? Did we used to have a trolley or a tram or something? And I found out about it. And then there's not only that, but there was fucking in downtown Omaha, there was like a subway they were starting to put together about the same time, running on the same technology, and then it got shut down. It's like, wow, that's fucked up. It was all over the country. This shit like that just got shut off. Because the fucking oil companies wanted to sell oil. They wanted gasoline running fucking vehicles. That's a good time, huh? Was the subway in Council Bluffs? Or Omaha? I don't remember. That's wrong. Something in there's not right, not exactly right. So I don't know. I don't have a person riding with me to a young Jamie for the no viewer audience to look something up. LOL. Man, there's a lot of cameras coming around. What town am I in? Mesa? Huh. That's second cameras that I've seen. Perhaps I've just never come down this road enough to know. Oh, fuck. I think it'd be funny because Arizona went, I just jumped topics again, I know. Arizona went blue and Georgia's right on the line, right on the fucking line. I think it'd be funny if everything else went, well, Nevada looks like it's going to be Biden. But that's right on the line too. It'd be hilarious if fucking Georgia and Arizona are the ones that gave it to Biden. That would be funny. Georgia. Especially Georgia. Like, how the fuck is it even close in Georgia? The southern state of Georgia. Not the country and fucking Asia. The southern state of Georgia. How the fuck is it even close? It's really an indictment on both of them. The southern states are fucking close. Some of the southern states are close. North Carolina, South Carolina, pretty close. Should not be that close. If Trump was as badass as all the righties and everybody says he is, should be a blowout in those states. Should be hardcore Trump. And same thing with Biden. If Biden was fucking such an awesome fucking lefty, then those northern states should be hard blue. Vote Trump for safe communities? Wow. Oh, you think? I don't think. No! Shut the fuck up! My shit just got all fucked up. I had to actually do math. I've got an alarm that, I didn't realize I had an alarm set for this late. Well, it's 6:45. But that alarm clock makes me do math. Because if I don't have to do math, chances are some mornings I'm just gonna hit snooze. Or just gonna hit dismiss and go back to sleep. I'd like to think I wouldn't do that, but maybe it's an accident just trying to get to the phone. I don't know. But it's happened. I'll wake up a half hour late. My body is still programmed pretty much to get up at certain times. Wow, what the fuck, man? Another fucking camera system. I thought they were getting rid of that shit. Wow. I guess it's coming back, huh? Granted, I'm taking away, I usually don't come. But those are brand new. That's brand new hardware anyway. One of the fucked up things about living in the desert, the fucking heat and shit, it ages stuff hard. You can tell. Shit does not stay shiny and new for very long. In the fucking during this, once it's been here a full summer, it's not shiny and new. It's not fucking new anymore. That shit is sun-beaten. We support police. We support Trump. Herpa derpa derp. I think the most disturbing thing with police and Trump was when Donnie Dumpo was talking to a police union or something. He said, he was like, when you're putting criminals in and see, they're not even criminals either. Most of them are fucking not even, you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, dumbass. When you're putting them in the back seat of the car, when you protect their head so they don't bump their head, maybe don't. Maybe don't do that. Just push them in the car. It's like, oh wow. Trump is such a piece of shit, man. It's so fucking crazy. It's like you take a normal human being, you add a fuckload of self-centeredness, and take away empathy, and you get pretty close to Trump. He lies a lot, too. A lot. Like, you see some goddamn politicians lie, but he's not a politician. Like, let me explain how politics works, alright? Rich motherfucker wants shit done. They pull the strings in government to get it done. It's not fucking, when you're raised, you're told the government is people that are elected to do the bidding of the people who put them in office. That's not how it works. You have to have money to run for anything. You get money, most of the money except for Bernie Sanders, which I'm sure that's a lie too, but the 99.9% of politicians, most of the money comes from rich motherfuckers and businesses and shit. So then you're in office, and rich motherfucker businesses and shit want something done. Guess what? You're gonna fucking do it, or you're not gonna get elected again. And guess what? Trump, when he was in the primaries in the general election, when he talked shit about politicians, he actually talked shit about how he knows how it works because he's had plenty of politicians in his pocket, and it's probably not because of him, it's because of his dad, because his dad actually was a mover and a shaker who actually was successful, bailed Donald out a lot, but we're not going to talk about that. Fuck off. It doesn't take very long to start digging around in Donnie's history and fucking notice shit. Am I on? Oh, I am on Guadalupe. Okay, I thought I went to Elliott. I don't know why. But anyway, so he's more at the core of the problem than the fucking politicians are anyway. Which is why when everyone said he was an outsider, I just laugh. It's like, if you think he's an outsider, you don't know how government works. And that's really, thankfully I've been paying attention for long enough that I caught on, I knew all that shit before, way before Donnie Dump ever went down that stupid fucking escalator. So, which he loves to reference. I'm glad I'm almost to work, because I'm done with this already. Done with this conversation. It's not really a conversation. Conversation with myself. Different parts of my brain. It's insane. And the left, everybody, both sides live in their own little fantasy world. It's really crazy. Like there's a lot of people that I know that are progressive that think Biden's progressive. Like, well, look at his what's it called? Look at his plan or whatever. He's like this, like, dude, he straight lifted that from Bernie's plan. Don't you remember the fucking primaries? In the primaries, he didn't have any of that shit. His shit was completely different. And the only reason he did that, he like, well, Bernie was pretty popular, I better jack some of his policies. Whatever. I'm gonna go fuck your mom now. Peace out.